Hi there, I'm Aidon, and I play Gabriel Monroe, the Finblood. He, him.
Hi, I'm Aubrey, and I play Alannah Roth, also the Thin Blood, and we both use she/her pronouns.
Hello, I'm Solomon, and I play Alexander Gladstone, the Thin Blood, and we both use he/him pronouns.
Hi there, I'm Termite, and I play Ivy Reed, the Thin Blood, and we both use she/her.
Hello, I'm Bloodied Porcelain, and I'll be playing the Lady, the Tzimisce Archbishop of the Sabbat, and we both use she/her pronouns.
And I am Legacy. I will be your storyteller for the evening. Good evening, everybody.
Hello.
Good evening.
Last week we had a bit of a very bit of an eventful episode, didn't we? You all learned what it means to, when you dig yourself deep, it's a hard hole to climb out of. After the events of Logan's apartment, you all rushed over to the shop for cover. Some of you beginning to sort of doubt your place in the group, if you truly belong. And that sits with you for the time being. Some of you ready to talk about establishing the boundary of communication. That is when, in the middle of your conversation, you are interrupted by the sight of a car pulling up in front of the shop and two bodies coming out and wandering to the back. Followed up by a banging on the sound of a door. And when you open it, an onk. Something that a couple of you've never maybe seen before. And it's one that one of you has definitely seen. A day later, you are approached by somebody who is referred to as the sheriff and another individual, one being that of the Nosferatu clan, being told that you were summoned by the prince. You all make your way to the jazz lounge in which the prince holds a domain, and you are greeted by an older gentleman. He tells you that some of you are present in his domain without a proper greeting, which is a big no-no within Camarilla law. But despite everything, and despite the attack on Camarilla property, he is willing to give you the benefit of the doubt. And instead of doing what some of you have heard rumors about the Camarilla doing, instead he tasks you all and gives you all a major boon in which he will call at some point in the near future. You are made aware that just because he is accepting of your presence, not everybody in the Camarilla is. When his Sensual makes her opinions on the four of you known and quite clear. Somebody offered up secrets that were given to you by the Sabbat as a means of getting in good favor. And some of you begin to question where your loyalties may lie. We are going to pick it up same night as the four of you are shown out of the club. That silk and smooth voice of light jazz closing itself off as the door slams shut behind you and leaving the four of you in the cold winter night in London. It's lonely. There aren't many people out right now. And you aren't entirely sure if that's because of the attack on your kind maybe the fact that it's a little bit too late in the evening and it's a work night for many people. Or maybe it's something else. We're going to go ahead and pick it up. What are the four of you wanting to do? It is currently midnight. You have about 4 hours before you fall into torpor again.
Well,
Did you say where we were right now? Exactly.
You're right outside the club.
Outside the club. Okay. They drove us here, right?
They did. In the Prius. So you are all left in charge of getting your own transportation home.
Well, I don't know about the rest of you, but I'd like to go fetch my car.
yeah.
We need to talk.
And, yeah, Gabriel's just going to begin to walk to, I believe the last place he had his car was at the tattoo shop.
Actually, the
It
last
was-
place you had your car was the park.
The park.
The park that, yeah, that's right. So I guess I'll start heading towards the park.
Okay, you're just gonna walk?
You said it's midnight?
Yeah.
Oh, it's London. There's taxis everywhere. So yeah, I'll probably just wait until I see a taxi.
All right, yeah. That's pretty easy enough. You know, every so often you see one of the black cabs kind of swing by. It takes you a couple of minutes to flag a car down, but eventually you do, and you're free to go pick up the car. Is anybody going to go with Gabriel?
I will.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
I mean, if everybody else is going,
Sure.
like, I'm still checking the map if I feel like a dumbass. I may have fucked something. It's fine.
So all of you pile into this black cab. The cab driver is a gentleman who wears his hair combed back and it's dark brown. He's got very pale skin and he wears a pair of sunglasses and a nice suit. He looks at you, Gabriel, and says, "Where are you headed?"
Oh, just that insert name of park.
Perfect. Yeah.
And they'll kind of just make room for everyone else. If this is a black cab, then it can hold like 6.
Okay. So you'll climb on in, and it's a lot more comfortable than the Prius. Alex, you actually have legroom.
Hey, shit.
And he drives you over to undisclosed name of park. It's London, so despite it being midnight, traffic is still not great. So it does take you all a couple of minutes, but eventually you do manage to make your way over to the park. Is there anything that you four wanted to talk about while you were in the car with this cab driver?
Oh, nothing I want to talk about in front of a stranger.
Yeah, nothing we want to talk about in front of a mortal.
Yeah. Me as the player knowing that they have microphones in the back so they can hear everything you say. No.
Hey.
No from me, Chief.
I just sit there on my phone, acting like I'm texting people. If I don't think anybody's sent me any messages tonight.
Alannah gets a message. You got games on your phone? From Kane. No.
It's soon.
Actually, Alannah, you do you do have a message.
Okay. From him.
It's from Ari.
Mhm.
And all it says is, "What happened to my door?"
And I'll just text Tower
She reads your message, goes to type something, and it's like one of those like messages where she seems to be typing for a while, and then it stops for like a minute, and then all you get back is a got it. But eventually you guys get dropped off at the park, and your car is still there, in the same condition that you left it in, thankfully.
Gabriel get out the cabin. The state of mind he's in right now, he'll probably just take out all of his cash in his wallet and just kind of shove it through the hole in the back of the black cab and just kind of hand it all over, which is probably maybe like 200 pound.
You're probably
Perfect.
better at finance.
Let's be real,
Yeah.
none of us have any dots in finance.
No.
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 Yeah, figured. Okay. All right. He looks at the money and looks up and gives you a very appreciative smile and says, "You have a wonderful rest of your night. Don't get too crazy, kids." And he'll put down, like, kind of like pop down the glasses, look at the four of you, gonna shoot Alannah a little wink and give a little smile to Ivy, and then kind of wave off the other two and drive off. The Bloodlines music plays in the background. Oh,
There it is.
Oh, no.
Thank you.
yeah.
What do we do from here?
Do we have time to investigate anything to do with this tagger?
Probably should.
At
I
least,
think
do the whole thing where you put Tool over one of their art thingies, or the installations.
Yeah. I think once we get in Gabriel's car, we should talk about what just happened.
Question, Storyteller. Do I still have the like half-empty cans of spray paint on me?
Yeah.
Cool.
Guess I'm getting in the car.
Who's driving?
Alannah.
Then Gabriel would drive.
Not
Okay.
the person that has points in drive, that's for sure.
Alannah doesn't have points in drive. I don't know what you're talking about.
And neither does Gabriel.
That's what I'm saying.
Ah. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. So you all make your way into the car?
Yeah, as soon as we're kind of in, I'll begin to kind of just slowly take off. Gabriel will just begin to kind of speak to the group. What do we think this means? Are we going to be targeted from now on?
I think it means that we need to be incredibly careful where we do anything. Because who knows how much of their domain they have constant eyes on.
I still just am getting over the fact that Prince has seen me naked.
Yeah, it's not good.
I feel so dirty.
Alannah, we also need to talk about the fact that Ivy and I understand that we need to work on our communication. What the fuck was that at the end?
Me playing my options?
You playing your options and removing that option for anyone else
I
here.
didn't give them the location. If you will notice, I did not give them the location. I dangled it in front of them. I wanted to see how badly they would jump for this information. So I didn't take it off the board for anyone.
Just be careful.
Well,
I don't want us having to deal with these fucks any more than we absolutely have to. You were going to say something, Gabriel.
I was just thinking that we're being pulled in all sorts of directions now. 3 different sides. Is it time that we choose one? Or do we still try and go it alone?
As much as I think we are going to be made to choose. I don't think we're going to have the liberty of making our own choices. Unless we make them quickly.
I don't think we should necessarily throw in with any of them just yet, though. Because things haven't really kicked off. Everyone's just kind of at their corner, waiting to see what happens next.
Mm-hmm. But we also shouldn't, not make any moves. I
Right.
feel.
But what we should do is we should work to get as much information before we make any kind of decision. That black mass that the lady was talking about might not be a bad idea for us to actually go to that and just learn more.
Oh. So we want to go to Spawn Ranch and experience the Manson family experience.
As long as they're not making us drink the Kool-Aid.
I'm worried that if we do go, we won't have a choice. They do. I mean, as much as they say that you have a choice, I feel like there will be a point where choice will be taken away from us. Because that's what cults do.
Well, everything that the lady told us about and said, from what I know of her, I can't see her forcing anything upon us.
Uh-huh.
But
Like she
because
said, it's not wartime yet, so she's not going to break out the shovels.
And most of the time with cults, they don't have to force anything on anyone. You say yes enough times, you fall in the habit of it.
Yeah, they prey upon vulnerable people who are very predisposed to have somebody come along and say all the right things and reassure them that everything will be fine as long as you just give me all that you own.
I don't know. Honestly, I think our best bet might be hanging out with Bane more.
I do have to agree with you on that. I don't know how widespread the anarchs are, but I do think we should at least talk with Bane again.
Yeah. But first, let's try to figure out about this tagger and get this done. So that way Mike can get off my fucking back.
Yeah.
Okay. You four eventually make your way into this abandoned, or at least appears to be abandoned, industrial park. There aren't many of these within the greater London area, so it's about an hour drive out, making it 1 a.m. when you four arrive. The lot is empty. And it's quiet. eerily quiet. Buildings with these long chimney-like structures are silent, and they are darkened out. You can hear the sound of the air moving. You can hear light breezes pushing through, and all you feel is cold. Snow is gently falling. As you stand in front of this sedan. How are we going about tracing down who this tracker is?
I think step one was to find one of their tags and cross it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
The four of you can give me wits and awareness checks. I'm going to allow you all to add 1 die because for the time being, you are alone.
I
You
don't
think
like
you're
the way
alone.
you said that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I got 4 successes.
I also got 4 successes.
I didn't.
So where is this roll again?
Wits and awareness.
+1.
+1.
Three.
Okay. 4, 4, 3, 2. It doesn't take long. I mean, with a little bit of research that you were able to do before this mission, you've seen this building and the structures and gotten a good idea for what some of this graffiti art looked like in the past, and you are instantly the four of you are actually instantly able to kind of flag down and check. It's one of the smaller buildings in this little park. The mural is of 2 faces. One of them blowing out a puff of smoke, and the smoke kind of dissipates into various different colors. The other pressing up their lips against the neck, and you can see just like a little bit of like a fang pop out. The art itself is gorgeous. It's muted in color with the exception of the smoke. That bright rainbow. On the bottom in big letters that are sort of bubble in shape, it just says "Bite me."
Well, I think I see why Mike was so upset about this. Or at least part
Yeah,
of
it's
it.
pretty blatant.
ST.
Yes.
I recorded the people that did that to the door last session, and I got their faces in their car and license plate.
Yes.
I was wondering if I could open up my phone and just kind of take like little screenshots of their face, and then message those images to Pixie, because I think Gabriel sees Pixie as maybe having like, an ear to the streets, and maybe she might know who they are.
Sure thing.
And he'll literally just type, do you know these people?
Yeah. You send off those photos. Unfortunately, cell phone reception isn't the greatest, so it might take a couple minutes for it to get back to you. But you definitely managed to send those off.
I'm just gonna look at the group. So how upset do we want to make them?
I think Alannah's got kind of a bit of a smile and says, I mean, we could go. I mean, there is just calling them a tool, but then there's taking the next step.
I mean, we could, of course, do both.
Kind of
What are you thinking?
hold a hand out for one of the spray cans.
Oh, we'll immediately toss it over.
I like
And
what you're thinking. And he just holds a hand out for one as well.
Yeah. Everybody gets a spray paint can. They're all anywhere between a half and 2/3 full.
Yeah, it's fine. We'll make it do.
I think Alannah's going to try and direct people using her artistic experience. And it's rather than just sort of sloppily just doing tool, wants to do a massive thing that says tool, but then has like a little cartoon rude face.
Alexander would be probably like spray painting images of like various like kids' toys, because the whole thing is that calling someone a toy is the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Although we can also call them a tool.
Yeah, call them both.
Call them both.
Ew.
Fuck this guy.
There's also a spray paint can for Gabriel if he wants to join in.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, what would Gabriel spray paint? Gabriel's going to do the chemical structure of a few drugs that he knows.
Fucking nerd.
Do the chemical structure of salt. Call him salty.
Sure.
Yeah, Ivy's gonna do like a big crow, and in the center of it, like clearly intentionally, just write toy.
Mhm.
As you guys are doing this, well, first of all, let's get some checks.
Mhm.
We'll go resolve and craft, and the amount of successes determines how much of your point you're able to get across in your art.
I don't suppose I could make a case for using Streetwise from my knowledge of the graffiti scene.
No.
Damn.
Could I make an argument for medicine because I'm doing
No.
medical? God damn it!
Uh,
You
just
guys
an
are
argument
using
For
no.
dexterity.
Yes.
What
I'll
about
say
finance?
yeah.
We've
we
already
don't
been
have
over this.
finance.
I mean, I'll allow you to roll finance. I'll allow. Yeah, sure. You know, how many dots in that you got?
Do I get any modifier since it is
No.
medicine based?
No.
You said I can roll dexterity.
Yeah, I'll say either dexterity or resolve, whichever is higher.
I'm rousing.
That's a
for
1.
fleetness.
I'm also going to
Yeah.
rouse.
Yeah, I'm also
God.
gonna rouse.
Get hungrier, please.
Rousing success.
Oh, you know what? You're right. I'm gonna also rouse again.
I got no successes.
Hey guys, watch this. Hold on. 12
Jesus.
successes.
Jesus.
Oh.
Ivy wins.
Wait, that's wrong. Hold on. I'm
Oh, hey,
stupid.
I'm fine.
I
I-
accidentally selected dexterity twice.
Oh.
How dare you.
I guess my specialty in craft won't help me here, will it?
No.
Yeah, I thought so.
Storyteller, how do we want to handle this? Should I just re-roll with the correct number of dice, or should we drop the last 4?
I'll have you reroll with the correct amount of dice.
Okay, it's only 7 then.
Oh no.
I'm gonna spend a willpower to reroll 2 of my dice.
Okay.
7 is way less cool than the 12
Mhm.
from the first roll.
That'll
Unfortunately.
be 4 successes for me.
Okay.
You know what? I'm also going to re-roll my 2 dice, see if I can't get something.
halfway through mine, I give the spray paint can to the monkey and let him finish.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You want me to actually make a check for the monkey? I will.
I mean, I've got a sheet if you want me to do it.
Do it. You know what? I'll let him use either his. I'll let you use his dex or his resolve, whichever is higher, and all of his
Right.
0 dots in craft. Because if he gets higher than you, I'm gonna have some questions.
Damn, I should have rolled a dexterity. Ah, well. At least I got 1 success as opposed to nothing. Aww.
Sad.
I was hoping Cadaver would get a crit.
0 for the monkey. He spray paints me.
Accidentally spray paints itself.
Yeah.
Also, we're not going to talk about how fast Ivy was doing this. It's fine. Celerity 3, go burr.
Cadaver makes a big dot. That's about it.
That works.
And then,
Very good.
All right, so we've got just a sound off who got what for successes again?
4.
4 for Alannah,
1.
1 for Gabriel,
1.
1 for Alex, and I believe 7. Yeah. Let's start with the 2 people who got 1 success. Just a little bit easier. You guys have never worked with spray paint before, or if you have, it's been a very, very long time. Gabriel, you try to do the chemical compounds for the different elements. Unfortunately, the spray comes on just a little bit too thick. And when you try to thin out the lines, it just gets a little too runny. And so a lot of that paint just kind of like drips down. And you kind of got something along the lines of what you were looking for. It just looks kind of messy. Like, not super put together. But you got a couple of lines in there.
I think you gave me a broken one. He just kind of shakes the can a little bit.
I'm going to be completely honest, all of this is stuff I found lying around my house. Very real chance that none of them work.
Alex, you go to do toy on the wall. I mean, are you doing like a drawing of a toy, or are you just writing toy like on the wall?
I do the writing of toy first, and then I go into drawing, and that's where it all just like goes wrong.
Yeah.
Looks like children's drawings.
Yep. At some point, you were given one of the spray paint cans with like the least amount of paint in it, and so like at some point you go to finish off the art, and it kind of sputters out a little bit. And when you go to like finish it off, it does that kind of like. You're getting like the last bit of like aerosol like out of a can, and it ruins the drawing because it's like 2 dots of paint and then air.
I get you.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it.
Alannah, with your 4 successes, describe what it is that you are making on this wall. What are you spray painting on this wall?
She is going to use those like classic bubble letters that you see in a lot of graffiti, and you write a tool and then a small little cartoony face making like a rude gesture.
Okay. Yeah, I mean it comes out pretty nice. You know, I don't know how often Alannah works with spray paint, but
It's been a
seems-
while.
Yeah, you have a bit of that practice still there, and you can tell. It might be just ever so slightly rusty, but, you keep working on improving that, then you're right as rain. And then Ivy.
Yo.
7 successes. All of you step back, and you're watching Ivy work. She is like the Picasso of spray paint right now. I'll allow you to go into detail as to what it is you're drawing, because 7 successes is a lot.
So the main part of the drawing is essentially the tattoo she has on her chest, so the crow, just blown up and in bright red. On the wall, obviously a bit less detailed because it's spray paint. But yeah, this is like covering the like bite on the neck is where she would put this. And in the big blocky letters in like on the crow's chest, it just says toy. So not anything like super extravagant, just a recognizable tag.
Okay. As you are finishing up your tag, do any of you have dots and aspects? No. I'm gonna actually answer that one for myself.
I
no.
do have a dot in aspects.
What?
Unless this involves obfuscate, in which case my dot in aspects doesn't matter.
Okay.
But I do have heightened senses currently.
All right. I'm going to allow you to make the roll then. Wits awareness, you can add your dot and aspects.
All right. One. 3 successes.
Okay. As you are wrapping up your drawing, you pull back to look at the destruction that you had caused to this mural. And as you are admiring the work, the craftsmanship, the pizzazz, the dot, Ivy, all you hear is a very subtle, "Oh, what the hell?" in a very feminine voice.
Ivy's just gonna look at the others. I think someone noticed.
Good.
And I would like to look around for where this voice is coming from.
Yeah. You turn and you can't quite make out the figure. She's just a little bit too far away. But you can get the silhouette of a feminine, small figure. And whoever this is seems to be running up to the 4 of you. With speed.
Like our kind of speed?
Yeah, like your kind of speed.
Ah.
Interesting.
The fuck are you four doing? And she, after like a minute of just straight running, makes her way up to the 4 of you. And this girl, she's cute. Green hair done in like space buns with a couple of braids that are coming down. She wears all black. She's got a tattoo on her shoulder and another full sleeve of tattoos. Her eyes are bright green to kind of match the hair. She is very short, very thin. And over her head, there is a crow. Can I fucking help you? What the fuck is this?
First things first, it's correcting a stupid mistake of putting things that shouldn't be put in public.
We'll look over
A
at
mistake?
Alex.
Alex will just slowly begin to get closer, like more to the front of the conversation. But he will let Ivy handle this for now.
Stupid mistake. An abandoned parking lot.
If you think that people aren't looking here, that's pretty foolish.
I've got news to tell you, sweetheart. This shit's everywhere. And it's not even done by... whatever, you know? People, everybody is doing it. It's some weird calling card.
That makes things worse.
Yeah, well,
That's a part of the reason that we're here.
okay. And who are the four of you?
Associates of the ones who own these buildings and this land that keeps getting tagged.
Oh, so you're associates of the big guy, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, hey, tell him to stop shooting rocks at my bed and I'll stop tagging his shit.
I think that's an easy enough thing to carry along.
Yeah.
I don't want any
Yeah.
trouble. I just want this shit to stop so that way he leaves me alone.
I want him to stop trying to kill my bed.
Why the fuck don't you kill your bird?
Because, listen, big guy and I go way back. That's all. That's
You
all I'm
had your
gonna...
bird shit on him, didn't you?
I mean, listen, he was starting to kind of tick me off, and you know, there's just something in me that likes to live dangerously. So, you know, sent good old Tweety here to just deliver a personal message, and it's been war ever since between me and him. Nothing violent, of course, but I can almost assure you that he knew exactly who he was sending you after. He was sending you, especially after, to try to scare me away, because you're very big.
Yeah.
Well, is there any chance that we could get you two to sit down and quash this shit? It's getting annoying for all of us.
Ah, you're telling me. I've been dealing with him for 2 years now. But
I'm so sorry.
well, you know, in the good old words of me mom, from back in the day, shit happens.
Literally, apparently.
Yeah. I'm here, and she goes to reach in to shake all of your hands and realize, and you guys see just like blue and purple paint splatters just like all over, like covering her hands up. How rude of me. And she goes and wipes the paint off on her jeans. Becky, nice to meet you.
Alexander will shake first. Alexander.
Wonderful. And she'll go to kind of shake all of your hands. Whether you take it or not is completely up to you.
I mean, Alannah will shake and say, I do apologize for what we did. You have some fantastic art, but we just needed to get your attention.
Hey,
we kind of figure
listen.
that toy would really do it.
Yeah, it really did. You're lucky. I recently just had dinner, so I'm not quite that angry yet. I'm a little peeved because that piece took me far too long, but it's fine. You know, water off a duck's back, whatever the fuck they say. Whoever drew the bird is talented.
He'll just like gesture his head to Ivy.
You.
Just kind of shrug.
Oh, you got quite a hand on you. I'm surprised I've never seen you around here before.
I don't tend to make myself known too terribly often.
That's fair. The best of us don't.
She'll shake the hands. Ivy.
Ivy. And who are you? And who are you? And she looks at Gabriel and then a cadaver.
Oh, I'm Gabriel. I did that part. He kind of points at his blob.
Very avant-garde. And she gives you a bit of a toothy grin.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hey, listen, art is beautiful no matter what. So I'm going to assume by the whole, you shouldn't be doing this shit out in public, blah, 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 blah. I don't have to do the whole runaround of, are you one of me or are you one of them? Or I'm going to assume that, we're all at least on the same page.
Alexander just grins, and since everyone's been showing to have a little bit of speed and it's just her, he just very casually opens his mouth and shows the fangs before closing his mouth again.
Then allow me to properly introduce myself. Becky. 13th generation Ravnos.
I haven't met a Ravnos before.
Yeah, it's a new one for me too.
Yeah, we're not that common anymore. Not after the event, but water off a duck's back, I guess. Anok.
Oh, so you know Bane then?
Yeah, I roll with Bane. Well,
Met
I
him
mean,
a while back. He's good people.
he is good people. It's got the weird, stoic, I'm Bane thing going on, but, you fuck with him enough and you'll get him in a playful enough mood. Or piss him off if you're not the right person.
I'm not sure I want to see either of those things.
I don't know, he
One
seemed to be in a
time.
good mood when me and Jess went at it.
Oh, you met his lady. Very nice. Well, his lady.
Got his ass kicked by her.
Yeah.
Hey, it was an honor. That was awesome.
Hey, it's a rite of passage. Jess is pretty cool. I worked with her a small handful of times. If you're ever looking for a Brewha to take you up on a match, she's your girl.
Yeah, she's actually been teaching me a little bit more about how to fight us.
Yeah. Are you all with the movement?
Unaffiliated right now.
No.
We're newer kids on the block.
Extremely.
Oh, your guys are.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are. Oh, that's cool. I've seen a few of your kind roaming around the streets. Actually, one of them runs with us too. A bit more stoic, but he's here. He's got that weird shadow vibe, like
That tan.
yeah.
We met him.
Yeah.
Tan's a bit of an odd duck.
Yeah, we met him after he shadowed us for 2 hours?
Yeah, he goes 3.
Makes sense. His twin brother's a lot chiller.
Oh, there's more of him. Good.
That makes
Well-
sense, actually.
Actually, so his twin brother's same generation as me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Does that mean...
Let's not do the math on this.
I can't help but do the math on this.
No, it's not what you think. It's not what you
Okay.
think. They're different clans altogether.
Different
From
sires.
yeah. Unfortunate circumstances. They got caught in some stuff. I don't know. You'd got to ask them for the details, and even then, they're a little bit.
That's
you
fair.
know, not everybody had a good time with the embrace. I did, but not everybody's so lucky.
I'm one of the ones that's not so lucky.
Ooh. I'm sorry.
I don't actually remember what happened.
Oh, I'm sorry. You guys don't have to talk about it. Like, I'm not. You guys seem cool, but we're not that, on that level yet. So,
That's fair.
I would at least appreciate if you could all help me clean this off, so I don't get the court of shadows on my ass again.
Yeah.
Not that I'm afraid of Big Mike. Big Mike can kiss my right ass cheek for all I care, but
Yeah, I'm more afraid of anyone that he calls boss.
That's
yeah,
true.
that's fair. That's fair. So, and she's going to go behind the building, and like she's going to take out just some like buckets and some strip, like the paint stripper, and she's just gonna kind of sprawl it all out, and she's just gonna get to work. If you need to get Big Mike off your butt, tell him message received.
Will do.
Just, if you could just do me a favor, not like a boon favor, but like just like a favor, and pass along the message that I'm still a little bit strong about the bird. I mean, Tweety didn't do anything to deserve that. She's innocent in all of this.
I'll let him know.
So unaffiliated, huh?
Yeah, and I think Alannah will move up and grab and try to help as much as she
Yeah,
can
Ivy's going to
remove
help,
this.
too.
Same.
That's pretty cool. I was unaffiliated for a while too, and then shit kind of hit the fan, and now I'm not.
Well, unaffiliated was basically the way things were, and now everyone and their fucking mother's coming back to London.
Oh yeah. See, that's why I miss the good old days. I was here post that event, where things hit the fan first time, and let me tell you, it was like a dead man's zone for a good 5-6 years. People started slowly trickling back in. Businesses started reopening up that were closed down for a few years, but now we're thriving, kind of. I wish that the fucking Camarilla would get off of our asses, but such is the way of life.
That's the Camarilla for you.
Oh yeah, a bunch of assholes killed my coterie.
Oh,
Ugh.
Yeah. So one of them accidentally found themselves in my quote-unquote domain, and didn't do the proper Camarilla thing. So I got my vengeance, but in one way, one fashion or another. For what it's worth, they're all kind of assholes, even the Anox. But you gotta choose your favorite type of asshole and kind of stick with it.
Yeah, that's kind of the vibe I've
Yeah.
been getting.
How long have you all been in London? Some of you don't sound like you're from here.
I think it's been about 9 months for me.
I've been in London for about 5 years, but been, this for about 6 months.
Yeah. Been this for
Yay.
about 6 months too.
Jeez. It's been 8 years for me? 9? Maybe a little bit longer. you begin to time kind of begins to blend together after you've been doing this gig for a few years. Tend to begin to forget, but it's fine. What about you two? You two been awfully quiet. She'll look over to Ivy and then Gabriel.
Sorry, I'm a bit of a one-track mind most of the time.
Fair.
Gabriel is kind of scrubbing the wall with his lab coat off to the side. And because I believe he was given a turtleneck last game.
Yep.
So he's probably shirtless right now, just like completely naked from the top up, and he's just kind of scrubbing the wall, now removing. And he's kind of just like lost in thought for a moment. But as she kind of does that, he'll look up to her. I'm not good with people. Sorry.
Oh my god, you would really get along with Tan. No, hey, it's okay. Listen, I am by no means, I'm not trying to force anything out of you that you're not willing to give up. That's not my gig.
No, it's, fine. Rather, I take it you know a lot about the streets of London?
You know, somebody like me kind of has to.
Oh, you haven't by chance heard of a kindred killing quite messily, have you?
Gonna have to be a bit more specific than that, love. There's a lot of messy things.
And Gabriel will describe the person that he saw in his ritual vision that he had in Grandma's bathroom. The kindred that kind of has been leaving bodies all around London and not kind of cleaning it up.
Huh. If I can't get you that information, I know somebody who might be able to. It's just going to cost me a little bit of a small favor. Nothing. I don't like to call them boons. I think boons is far too formal. It's a friend helping a friend, and then that friend helping a friend in return, right? And business, I guess. But I will check. I'll check.
Could we possibly trade numbers if that would be all right?
Hell yeah. And she'll take out her phone and just toss it over to you.
I'll kind of just take her number.
The phone case is tattered to shit. And the phone screen is smashed.
It's very ravenous.
Yep.
Gabriel, after getting her number, will just kind of look over at her and say, "Be careful with the screen. It might not feel like it can cut you, but I assure you, it can."
Yeah. That's my fourth phone in 6 months.
Oh, jeez.
So I'm just gonna let it run its course. And it's not for anything bad. I keep smashing them.
Do you not just have a store of cheap phones you can throw away when you need to?
Oh, that is a
Probably
cheap
good
phone.
idea.
Yeah.
I just
Have
keep
you
smashing them.
perhaps thought about investing in a Nokia? I hear they're indestructible. And he kind of gives a little bit of a smile, like he's He's joking for probably the first time ever.
Oh my god.
I like this guy. I like you. You can take a joke.
Who are you and what have you done with Gabriel?
He gets very shy.
No, it's cute. It's fun, right? You know,
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen a Nokia since like 2005.
Oh man, same. And hey, if you ever decide you want some ink or anything, you know, I work at the Skull and Sage.
Oh shit! I've heard about that place. You know, Bane, I guess, is like working with one of the
Yeah, the
shop
owner.
owners. Yeah. I've actually seen your stuff online. At least what's been posted recently. You guys do a fantastic job.
Yeah, it's what I guess what I was known for.
You know what? Hold on a minute. I've actually got something for the four of you. This might help. Maybe. Here. And she's going to reach into her bag. And she is going to pull out a small book. I'm going to give this to you guys for free because I think my noggin's starting to catch up with me, and I think I'm starting to remember at least your name. And she'll point to Alex. I was told that if I were to ever see a group of 4 spawn, who kind of match your vibe and like had at least one of your names. Sorry, I'm not like the greatest at remembering stuff. So, that's, you know, shit happens. But I was told to give this to you. And it is a book, with 3 sets of phone numbers in it. Top one's mine. Second one is Jin's. Third one is how you get a hold of Jess. Jin and I kind of are the ones that kind of keep our eyes and ears to the ground. We're the ones that kind of snoop things out, make sure that people are alive. Yeah, we're called sweepers.
Definitely keep this close.
You know, I am not the greatest at speaking with people either, but you know, if you ever decide that you want to become a part of the movement and be a part of the chillest group of people you'll ever meet, hit me up. I'll see what we can do.
We might take you up on that.
Hey, and if you do, we got snacks and a pit. I don't know if any of you like the pit, but you know, we got a pit.
I've been enjoying the pit.
I like watching Alex fight in the pit.
The pit's pretty cool.
I have about the body strength of a wet kitten.
That's
We
fine.
are really going to have to work on that, Alannah.
Yeah, you know what? What you lack in body strength, you probably have in like something else that's pretty cool, right?
He just like leans in. She's got that voodoo.
Oh, you're
No.
necromancer?
No, the other one.
You have oblivion powers? Or the shadow thing?
Actually, no, that's Gabriel.
I
Oh,
think
you have shadow powers. That's cool.
just because, you know, just to help this you know, getting rid of the paint and stuff, Alannah will cut her hand slightly and use corrosive vitae to sort of eat away at some of the paint. And I will
Oh.
rouse for that.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Paint thinner blood.
Oh, I'll get hunger.
Thinner blood. All right, you go up in hunger, and your vitae begins to ooze out of your hand, and it, as you are touching your vitae to this paint, the paint begins to sizzle and fade away, kind of like blending into that paint, until it begins to strip and fall. And you see Becky looking at this with like amusement. She kind of like gets in a little bit closer to get a better view at the paint. Oh, you're one of them? One of those guys.
I mean, all I've got right now pretty much amounts to parlor tricks, but I'm hoping to get my hands on something that I can use.
We're trying to find her a teacher.
Can I ask what side you play for? Are you the book girl or are you the assassin girl?
I'm the book.
I mean, hey, why not
My
both?
sire was a Tremere.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. He was a dick.
Well, of course, he's Tremere. No offense.
None taken.
The Tremere don't have a really solid rep with. Let me see, the Samitsi,
Anyone, from what I
anyone.
can tell.
Gangrel, the Ravnos. They
Nosferatu.
made Nosferatu. They made actual kindred into statues, from what I was told.
That's a choice.
That's a new one.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
rough.
Yeah. The Tremere, not on many people's top 10 list. You guys remember the MySpace top 8, top 10, whatever it was?
I do.
Yeah. They're not a part of the top 8.
Yeah, well, I've gathered that, but trying to get my hands on anything that I can learn from.
Oh, well, if you're looking for a teacher, I know a couple people.
I will, yes.
Yeah.
I
I can talk to my boy. He's not Tremere. I'll let you know that.
I'm not really either, so.
Fair. But he's really cool. He's not movement yet. Keep my fingers crossed that I eventually talk him. He's independent. Just like the four of you. But really cool, really chill. All you really got to do is find him a vessel that has some weed in him, and he's good to go. And he'll do whatever you want.
Really not hard.
That
Yeah, I had somebody who taught me some of the basic stuff, but they're a bit indisposed right now.
Yeah. Let me see. I know one chick. If you don't mind working with if you don't mind working with Stabat.
I'm trying to avoid that one.
Yeah. I'm kind of as long as you're not a Camarilla, I'll really hang out with anybody type of chick. Camarilla, like I said, kind of dicks, kind of killed my closest thing to a family I had for a little bit there, and
It's very valid. We had a run in, and I just
oh shit. Hold on. You had a run in with the Camarilla, and the four of you are still alive? No offense, but really?
Surprised the hell out of me.
no,
too.
most of us died 6 months ago.
it was there's the whole boons hanging over our heads, but
That's why. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, we kind of kicked the shit out of one of their people.
Kick the shit out of my
you.
boyfriend.
Piece
Oh,
of shit, and he fucking deserved it.
I thought we weren't going to talk about that in public.
Alex said it, so.
No, you're fine, Alannah.
I have
Hey,
no regrets.
not even a single letter?
Nope.
Sorry, I'm made almost entirely out of really bad movie references. Yeah, like I said, it might take some time, but I can see what I can cobble up. None of you others need blood sorcery help, right? But I'm good. I only have to look for one person.
No, if I need help with what I'm good at, I just have to go to talk to Jess.
Yeah, fair.
I don't really need sorcery. So if you ever find any alchemy, I guess is the easiest way to explain it without going into too many details.
Sure. I might be able to poke a couple of the thinnies, back at home, but, I personally don't see much thin blood alchemy around here, for one reason or another. I mean, some of them straight up, like, I've seen some really crazy shit that thin bloods can do, with a little bit of blood and, I think, acid. If I'm in the presence of a thin blood who's getting ready to use thin blood alchemy on me, I'm running. I'm running.
It's fascinating what you can do with a little bit of blood and kerosene.
Neato. All right. Yeah. Again, I am sorry about causing you all this much grief, and I'm sorry that you somehow got mixed up with Big Mike.
I was working for him for everything, and then I just kept working for him.
You know, that's fair. That's how he gets you. He's like a pyramid scheme.
I'm hoping to find someone else to work for instead of, well,
Yeah. Instead of tall, bald, and Russian?
tall, bald, and douchey.
Same thing. And, you have my number. You guys have my book. If you, feel free to drop a line if, you need someone who isn't going to try to shove a pole up your ass and rip you a new one. Anox would be lucky to have a group of thin bloods on this side. Everybody's got a use, everybody's got a power, everybody's got something that they're good at, and if anybody tries to tell you different or bring you down because of that, fuck them. Right?
Indeed.
And as you guys wrap up the conversation, the wall at this point is stripped. It is a blank canvas, and you can see her. She's eyeing the spray paint cans and kind of like tapping on her thigh. There's something none of you have to roll insight for this. There's something in her that's just like, I could just tag it again. Then she shakes her head and turns back. You all seem really cool. If you find yourself on my side of it again, or if I find myself on yours, depending where I need to sleep tonight, just let me know. It'd be nice. Maybe I could take you all to the next, next rant.
Yeah, maybe.
You know what a rant is? He saves me an explanation.
Gabriel just
No
shakes
idea.
his head no.
Okay.
It sounded cool, so
Cool. So, do any of you know what like an Elysium is?
yeah.
I think we were just there.
Okay. A rant is kind of the Anoth version of an Elysium, except don't need to dress up. Most of us are there to kind of kick back and talk about what's been going around our domains and everything, make plans for the future, for the better of the movement. I think I have seen people go in there with suits down to shorts where there's more showing than covered. So there's not really a dress code. We just ask that you show up in clothes. Yeah? Or not. I mean, I guess if you want to do the whole like naked thing, all the power to you, but we tend to get into a lot of playful fights in Oz.
Very good to know.
Yeah. you all seem really cool. I wish you all the best of luck, and good luck dealing with Mike. And the bird kind of does a once over, flying off of her shoulder, and kind of like circles around the four of you once, twice, a third time, and then lands back on her shoulder, and she gives it a little bunch of seeds. Yeah. Good luck to all of you. Try not to die, I guess. Sorry, I'm not good at this thing.
And you too.
Yeah, thanks. And she'll look back at the wall longingly for one moment, and then she'll grab all of her stuff, throw it behind the building, and you don't see her.
Well, that certainly went better than I was expecting.
Yeah, I think that might be one of the better chats we've had with, well, anyone for a while.
The last couple of days, especially.
But before anything,
Okay.
Ivy's gonna walk over to Gabriel and like hold her hand up to give him a high five.
I don't think Gabriel gives you one. And I think, I think Gabriel kind of, you see still a little bit of sadness in his eyes. And he kind of just gives you a nod and moves past you.
Well, that's
It's fair, honestly.
yeah.
Gabriel,
Mm-hmm.
you get a text.
I take a look.
A text from Pixie. Seen them before. Don't quite know who they are. They've been hanging around Independent and Anarch territory a lot recently.
He'll kind of just walk over to Alannah, and he'll show his phone. He'll just show it to her and say to her, I reached out. Suppose it doesn't really matter now.
So wait, who are you showing this to?
Are you?
Oh, okay. Oh, you said Elena, and I was like, who's that?
Oh, no.
And see the message, and I mean, we kind of knew who they were probably with.
Where do we have anything else pressing for the night?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think we're good for the rest of the night.
I
Now we
may,
got that handled.
I may try to drop by the shop. I didn't get a chance to talk to RA last night.
I'm probably gonna run by Big Mike, give him the message, and then probably head home.
Yeah.
Very well. I would be all right dropping everyone off if that's what you want.
I'd appreciate it, Gabriel. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
You all eventually make your way to your separate locations. Some of you go out to hunt, and we did those while we were on break. Some of you just decide to go home and get some rest because the day comes, the mortals are out. Maybe even the thin bloods who are able to walk in the sun. People are going to see their families. They're going to work. They're driving around in the snow. They're playing. They're fighting. They're loving. All while you lay dormant, torpor, dead to the world. Night falls, and you all find yourselves awake in your various hunting or various havens and homes. We are going to start with Gabriel. As you are laying in bed, allowing yourself a moment to wake up, Cadaver is in his little spot that he has made for himself over the last few months. You roll over, and there is actually a missed call.
I take a look at it.
It is from the doctor that you've spoken with the night before.
Gabriel will kind of get up and first thing he'll feed Cadaver first, make sure he's all right, and then after a little bit of time he'll eventually call the doctor back.
It rings once, it rings twice, and on the third ring it picks up. Dr. Monroe?
Yes. I'm sorry. I missed your call.
It is completely fine. I just wanted to call and let you know that I got those glasses expedited and worked on them during the day. If you are free to swing by and pick them up.
Yes. I am. I can head there now. If that would be all right.
That would be perfectly fine. They will be up at the front. You can just come in, give the receptionist your name, and she'll hand them over to you.
Thank you again, Doctor. This means a lot to me and my patient.
Right. Not a problem. I am happy to help those who are in need. If she does require any further assistance, I would hope for your recommendation.
Of course. Well, again, thank you.
Very well. You have a pleasant evening. And tell your patient I said good luck. She'll hang up the phone.
Gabriel will actively do kind of like a little bit of a skip, or maybe like a fist up in the air and kind of like do a little jump as he gets very excited about that. And he'll kind of look over at Cadaver and kind of pick them up and quickly put them like in his lab coat, and probably he's a little too excited right now, and he'll get dressed properly, put on his lab coat, but he still is wearing his like pajama t-shirt, and he'll just quickly go running out of the house and make his way to the car, heading off to the hospital.
Okay. Perfect. We will come right back around. We'll go to Ivy next. What are you doing? What are you gonna do this morning? Evening.
Probably nothing terribly exciting.
Okay. Is it gonna be a more relax at home until you're summoned type of thing?
Yeah, she'll send like a quick text to the group saying, hey, I'm up if we need to do anything, but mostly just obsessively organizing everything in her house.
Okay. All right. Perfect. So yeah, you spend a little bit of time to yourself, organizing everything in the house. You get one text from your sister.
What's it say?
I'm sorry that I startled you the other day. I don't know what happened. But I think everything is...
I did not quite hear the end of that.
Oh, she said, but I think everything is fine.
She specifically said everything is fine.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I can't remember. I know we had talked about it, but we never actually got the money together, right?
Correct.
Fuck. Okay.
We are going to move on to, Alannah.
Yes.
What did you want to do?
After I wake up, guess I'm gonna head on over to Skull and Sage if it's open, see if I can get any clients, maybe earn a little bit of money.
Sure. So for that, it's going to be a fairly simple roll. I am going to have you make me, let's go charisma. We'll go craft. You can add your specialty. And do you have any dots in fame?
I do have 1 dot in fame.
Okay, I'll let you add your dot in fame to kind of pull clients in, see if you can make some cash.
That's 3 successes.
Cool. You actually managed to pull in about 4 clients for your evening. It's a very relaxed night for you. You are you're able to service 2 guys, 1 girl, and a little green-haired punk finds herself at your station.
I'll look up and smile and say, glad you dropped on by.
Decided to cash in on the tattoo. I hear wonderful things, so figured, you know what? It's one night, go crazy.
I mean, why not?
Exactly. And she'll just sit in your chair, and she gives you free reign.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't draw any dicks on me.
Of course not.
That's all I ask. You know, other than that, feel free. Do whatever. It disappears after a day anyway, so.
I mean, if you want it to stick around.
I mean, it's been a long time since I've gotten a tattoo that stayed.
My boss is pretty good at making sure they don't go away.
I'll think about it.
Yeah.
But let's see what you put on my body, and we'll go from there. Oh,
Okay.
need I don't need a giant dick stuck on my arm for the rest of my life.
No dicks, I promise.
Hey, I'll take your word for it. And she'll kind of she'll give you a bit of a smirk, and she slides her shirt up and exposes her rib cage and says, "Free reign."
I'm going to take, because the bird was very important to her, so I'm going to do something with the bird wrapped around a spray can.
Okay. I'll have you make me. We'll go resolve and craft again.
Mm-hmm.
Just to see what your how good this spray can and bird turn out.
That's 5 successes with a messy critical.
I'll say roll me a compulsion.
Okay. I was like, is it worth spending a willpower to reroll this?
Do you want to re-roll it?
No, I guess I'll stick with this.
Okay. Feel free. Roll me a compulsion on that table.
Dominance again. Woohoo.
Oh boy. Yeah. That beast in you riles up. Alannah, darling, you're doing this for one of them? She dare make fun of you for being Tremere yesterday. Might be nice to just put her in her place.
And I grit my teeth. And I want this person to like me. They might know someone who can teach me blood magic. And for now, it's just gonna grit my teeth and grin and bear it.
Okay. We are going to come back to you.
Mhm.
Alex, what are you doing?
Alex is definitely waking up and going to go check on his grandmother because when you left her last night, she had a date, it seemed.
Yes, she did. Grandma's upstairs, sitting in her chair. She looks like she's working on an embroidery project. She looks up and she just smiles and she kind of taps the chair next to you and beckons you to come and take a seat.
To which he will do so. You seem to be in a good mood.
Oh, well, I got together with the with an old friend, old friend, and she kind of gestures to herself and gets a small chuckle out of that. We went to bingo last night.
You party animal.
I know. Grandma's got a bit of a pass, I'm just saying.
Just a bit.
How are you doing, dearie?
I'm okay. I had a bit of trouble with a couple of my friends, but we're working it out. Just difference of opinions and how to handle things.
Oh, I'm sorry, dear. Oh.
Yeah, it's all right. We'll be okay, I think.
Well, if you need your grandma for anything, you let me know.
I'll keep that in mind. And you let me know if that individual you were spending time with isn't a perfect gentleman. You behave yourself, young lady.
I will try. Don't worry. He brought me home right before curfew.
Good.
Why don't you go out with your friends tonight? We'll go meet someone new.
I actually think I will. I think a couple of my friends and I were actually going to go to a Bible study. There's a new sort of group in town, and we're wanting to learn a little bit more about them.
That would be quite nice. Just be safe.
I plan to.
Okay. And, give me a call once you're finished.
I will, though. If you're already in bed, do not feel like you have to wake up to take the call.
No. If I'm in bed, I will let it go to voicemail.
Good. And then he is going to just get up out of his seat and give her a kiss on the top of the head and begin texting the group to see if the plan is still to head out all together tonight.
Okay. And we will circle back around. Gabriel,
Yes.
you make your way back to the hospital. Pajama shirt still in full display.
Yep.
Make your way inside, and the receptionist is looking positively bored. She's got a book in her hand. She's chewing on a piece of gum. She looks like she's entrapped in her own space.
Excuse me, miss. Do you have something for a Dr. Gabriel Monroe?
And she puts down her book for a brief moment and kind of looks up at you. Yeah. And it's that like loud chewing too. Like that open mouth, loud chewing of the gum. Gabriel?
Yes, and he kind of flashes his ID badge. That's me.
All right. Here you go. Courtesy of the good doctor herself. You have yourself a very wonderful night.
I most certainly will. And you enjoy your night as well. But please be careful with the chewing gum. A new study did come out, and they give people cancer. And he kind of just turns and walks and hopes that stops her from chewing loudly and disturbing other people.
Got it. Make your way out of the hospital just in time for you to get another phone call.
I'll quickly just answer.
Gabriel?
Yes.
It's Clybe.
Huh. Funny you calling me now. But yes, you called me, so you should. Sorry.
Hi. My boss has some news for you. If you wanna come by, she wanted me to reach out to you.
Oh, yes, of course.
I'll be hanging around, hanging around the spot if you wanted to come on. Bye.
I do. I do want to come on by. Um,
Cool.
I have something for you. In fact.
I've got something for you and cadaver too. Yeah, feel free to come by the lounge if you wish. I'll I can see about maybe maybe I don't dress up just a little bit, you know, if you can. And
Formal.
she'll send a car. It doesn't have to be like the utmost formal. You know, if you have any that I don't know if she wants friends or if it's just you. I mean, if you want to bring your friends, that's fine. But if you want to maybe come and just I don't know what I'm saying.
No, I completely understand. I will ask the others if they want to join me, as it were. But I look forward to seeing you.
Yeah, she'll send a car. If you just want to get me an address to pick you up. It doesn't have to be your home address. I get some people are sensitive about that. But an address.
ST, remind me, did they
Yes.
pick us up last time at the tattoo shop?
They did pick you up last time at the tattoo shop.
Okay. Then Gabriel will give her the address of the tattoo shop and just say that, you know, the same place where they found us before.
Okay. And if you can, bring a bag. Just a plain bag to carry your gift home.
Well, I will do, and you make sure to bring yourself to carry what I no, I'm sorry. I'll yes.
Yeah, it's okay. I will see you in a bit.
In a bit it is then. And he'll like mumble a little bit like should he keep talking, and then he'll just kind of until then.
Yeah. Bye. And the line goes
And he'll
dead.
kind of, yeah. He will take a moment where he'll just kind of pause and think about what just happened there for a second, and kind of just shake it off a little bit. And he'll make his way to kind of get into the car and make his way to one of the same like glass crystal stores that he went to last time, and he'll go pick out a gift for the lady. This the same kind of swan, but a different swan, glass sculpture that he wanted to give to her the first time. And then he'll kind of message the group saying that he's on his way to the tattoo shop with news.
Okay. We're going to say that all of you are kind of getting these text messages back and forth. Some of you announcing that you're going to be going to the tattoo shop. Some of you asking if you want to hang out. Eventually, you make your way. Some of you beginning to make your way to the tattoo shop. Does everybody make their way there?
Alex does.
Yes.
Okay. Alannah, you're still working on Becky when you're getting all these text messages.
I probably not paying attention to them.
Probably not. But Gabriel, Alex, Ivy, you all eventually make your way back to see Alannah working on the green-haired girl from the night before. And the two of them are probably just shooting the shit.
Alannah,
Is it important, Gabriel? I'm in the middle of working.
oh, well, our religious friends were wondering if we would all like to go meet with them tonight.
There is a deep sigh that escapes Alannah.
Religious friends.
I don't particularly want to go, but something tells me that's not an answer that they'll accept.
Oh, well, from what I heard, I would guess that it is your choice, or at least it should be.
Listen, I can go if you need to get out of here.
I literally I started this design and I want to finish it, but because it's kind of proud of it, and it's not like you can come back tomorrow and I can finish it up.
It looks so dope too. Oh my god! Yes, you are. I mean, I might just have to actually go get this thing stuck to me. It's coming out really good so far. I'm sure your friend wouldn't mind just rescheduling if you maybe call them. And I'm such a bad influence. Don't listen to me.
Yeah, this is I don't. It is optional to appear, but I think there's a bit of I can't ask to reschedule. It's definitely not something I have. But I think Ari's around here somewhere, and I mean, we could definitely, I could see if we can get that, stuck the way it is, so I can at least come back and finish it later.
Cool. Yeah, no, yeah. I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be cool.
Gabriel will look at the person in the chair and see the tattoo, and he'll just kind of offer, put out a hand with a little pill in the middle of the hand. Would you like one of these?
But is that?
Yeah, it's a great question. Oh.
I'm sorry, what is it?
It's painkiller.
Painkiller. I mean, I would, but it doesn't really work for me the way that it might work for you.
Yeah.
Oh.
You would probably have to get somebody to take it and then drink their blood. Yada yada yada.
Honestly, the pain's kind of exhilarating too. You ever gotten a tattoo? Gabriel.
No. I haven't. I'm I'm all right giving other people a needle, but never was too comfortable with it myself.
You can dish it, but you can't take it, huh? That's fine. I will go and find your friend if you want to come with me, Alannah. Give me the proper greeting.
Yeah, I'll introduce you to Ari.
All right.
And then, what else do we need for this fucking thing, Gabriel?
Oh, we should dress formally. Well, not as much as the last time we went, but dress a little smarter.
I wish I had known this before I left my apartment. Alannah says in just her normal wear.
We could quickly rush to a shop, and I could get you something.
I would. No offense, Gabriel, but I would not trust you to buy clothes for me.
Oh, well, I mean, look at that. The guy's the absolute epitome of class. I mean, that is a very fine t-shirt that you got on. Aim here.
He now realizes what he's wearing. I need to change as well.
I like it. It's a really cool t-shirt. Where'd you get it?
My sister bought it for me, actually.
That's cute. That's really cute. Yeah, if you don't mind, show me your friend.
Yeah, I believe she's back here somewhere.
Cool.
Yeah. Head off to figure out where Ariana is.
And she's in her room. You guys, the moment that Alannah opens the door, metal just starts blaring out of the room, and she's just drawing in a sketchbook, not paying any attention.
All right, Ariana.
Hi. Hi, sorry. I wasn't expecting anybody to come into my station. What's up? How can I help you?
Well, I have to, unfortunately, run a little earlier than I thought, and I definitely didn't want this to get lost on our friend, so...
Can I ask why?
Apparently something is going on with the religious organization that we've been invited to.
Oh, you realize that's like completely optional, right? You don't have to go to those sermons. If anything, they really don't want you to go unless you're truly interested in learning about like what they have to teach. It's not obligation. If anything, I can text your religious teacher, see if I can get you out of it.
I mean, I would appreciate that because I actually do kind of want to finish the design.
Oh, yeah. Here's the thing. You don't all have to go at once. I mean, you can go in separate things if that's even something that you want to do.
That's just what Gabriel came and said. It's like that's what's happening. So I didn't realize that I could go at a later time.
Yeah, they're not.
I thought I thought what he was saying is we were all going now.
Yeah. I can shoot her a text and just let her know that you're not going to be there tonight. And I will even say that it's because I need you.
I mean, yeah, I'm glad to help out around here.
You're working for me tonight, and unfortunately, you're just too busy.
Too busy.
Okay. Yeah, you should be good.
So,
Go back.
I can finish that design, and we can get that stuck on you.
Oh. Stuck?
Yes. She runs in our social circles.
Oh, okay.
And kind of proud of this design. I'd kind of like it to stick around.
Yeah. Look, that looks really good so far. But yeah, honest to God, as long as you at least make an effort to show up to one of her lessons, I mean, it's really not a big deal.
Yeah, I'll at some point.
Mm-hmm. But have fun.
Yeah, if anything you need me to do, just let me know.
Yeah. Just whenever you're ready, come find me. And she's going to go back to sketching in her sketchbook. And when you go to turn to leave her station, the moment that the door closes, you hear that sound of just like metal in the again.
Yeah, that's all right.
Cool.
She's my boss.
Good taste in music. Okay.
Yeah. So let's get the design finished.
Yeah. And she'll make her way back to your station.
Gabriel, you go on without me.
Oh, you're not coming then?
I'm gonna finish this design, and that I already said that we don't all have to go at once. So you seem to really want to learn more about this. So please go and learn. I can't say I'm very much taken by organized religion.
Right. Of course.
I'm getting an excuse directly from Ari that I'm working tonight.
Right. Well, then I guess, and he kind of begins to turn around and walk away, and then he'll kind of swivel back and then look back at her. You sure you don't want to come with me?
I'm sure.
He just looks very nervous, and he's kind of like playing with his hands a little bit.
I mean, I'm sure the others will be by at some point, and Alex or Ivy can go with you.
Right. Them. All right. Well, I hope you have a good night, and you're in good hands.
I am sure of it. It was good to see you again, Gabriel. If you ever want to get the monkey and the bird together for a play date, you let me know. And she kind of cracks a grin.
And Alannah will just like mime call her.
Right. Well, I will keep that in mind. Just say, you're, well, girls. How do you How do you know when? Never mind. And he kind of just walks away.
Oh, you can't just.
Yeah, you can't leave us like that.
He just walks away. He runs away.
Alexander and Ivy, the two of you eventually get to the tattoo shop.
Ivy will look at Alex. Okay, so I doubt we'll be able to convince the others to agree to it. But do you remember that thing I tried the last time we tried meeting the lady? Where we could figure out roughly where each other were?
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't think I can convince the others to do it, and they have to be willing. But I don't think it would be a bad idea for at least some of us to know. And considering we're kind of in the same shit together already, might not be a bad idea.
True enough.
And it's something that you can break at any time. So, and I would like to roll to use buddy system.
All right.
roll the
free to
rouse
make that
check
roll.
first. Goes up. Let's see if God cares for me. Hey, it works. Because it's 1 plus the level, correct?
Yes.
Alright, so for the next week, Alexander and Ivy can instinctively sense each other's location.
Awesome. You guys feel that like magic string pulling you two together. Able to kind of pick up a sense of where one another is. And that works for the next week, so you guys have a week's worth of known presence with one another.
It's because we're sharing a brain cell.
Exactly. That Thin Blood Alchemy recipe is actually called
Brain cell.
shared IQ. But you eventually make your way inside the tattoo shop, where you see Gabriel, and you hear the sounds of a tattoo appointment happening. That little buzzing of like the tattoo needle.
Favorite sound.
Oh, same.
I should probably tell you that, well, we've been invited and by our Sabat friends, but there's a bit of a dress code for tonight, but not as
Of course there is.
harsh as last time. No fancy gowns or anything, just look respectable, I would say. I plan on paying them a visit, and the invitation was made to all of us.
I mean, I don't have anything going on. I already told Mike what's going up, so I'd be down to go with you.
Well,
I'll come too. I might have to ask something of Big Mike at some point, Alec.
I will be happy to put you in touch with him. Gabriel. Before I
yes.
forget, and he will reach into his messenger bag and pull out the DVD of soul music. I know that you like to watch movies and such with Cadaver, and I thought that maybe you could introduce him to some Terry Pratchett.
well, I don't know who that is, but I'll definitely give it a watch. Thank you. And
Anytime.
please tell your grandmother thank you for her present as well.
Gladly.
It's insanely soft.
Right? I swear, she's more magic than any of us combined.
I did let them know that they could pick us up here from the shop again.
All right.
So
I think we have a little bit of time before they get here. So if you need to change or anything, then now would be the time. I need to, and he kind of looks down, showing his pajama t-shirt. I need to go quickly grab something. Either of you need to also. I can give you a lift.
I wouldn't turn it down.
Neither would I.
In that case, Gabriel's going to quickly make a stop at the closest kind of, not bougie, but,
Like
somewhat
department store.
high. Yeah. And he's just going to buy a cheap, jacket. And he's going to buy, he's going to come out to the car and he's going to be wearing a t-shirt with a bow tie on it, like on the t-shirt. And wearing over that just like a dinner jacket.
Love that for him.
It's very you, Gabriel. I like it.
It really is.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. Gabriel, what I'm about to say, feel free to slap me for it. Because I know what I'm about to say I don't deserve. The last time we met with the lady, I discussed a formula I'd learned that would allow us to intuit each other's location. Do not feel pressured. I just wanted to extend the offer to you. It would require your trust, which I know I don't deserve. I want to keep us all safe.
We may have our differences right now, Ivy. But we are in the same coterie. And we need to be able to look after one another. So that would be fine with me.
Alright. And because I didn't actually say it, holy shit, you did awesome yesterday.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I wasn't expecting you to actually pick up one of the cans of spray paint, but I'm so glad you did.
Oh. Well, it's a little secret, but some people have called me a bit of an artist.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Alexander's very much trying not to say, are you sure they didn't call you autist?
Jesus Christ.
They call me artistic.
Are you sure?
And he will look very proud of the blob that he made.
Ivy is, for the record, being completely genuine when she says all of this.
But did you want to get anything from the clothing store as well?
I don't think Alexander or I have any money, so...
Alexander has some, so he can get like a really like cheap suit, but it still looks nice if not expensive like the last one.
Mhm.
And Gabriel would be willing to, buy something for you guys if it's cheap.
Fair. Yeah, I mean, Ivy would realistically probably just be after, like, a nicer shirt and pair of pants. As opposed to the kind of ratty flannel that she usually wears.
Cool. Eventually, you guys make it back to the tattoo shop, and there is already an SUV waiting for you out there. You see the same gentleman dressed in those nice black suits, waiting for you at the door to the back. And they simply open and allow for the three of you to climb in.
Gabriel will do so.
As will Alexander.
Yeah.
The moment that the three of you climb in, you see that the woman with the three eyes is sitting in a seat in a seat that kind of faces the three of you. It's one of those SUVs that has like the chairs that can kind of spin, so you can either look forward or backward. And she is in a black dress with a small gold pendant hanging around her neck. Her hands are clasped together. And for the first time, Ivy and Alex, you get a really good look at her face, and those scars are up her mouth. They kind of wrap around her cheeks, and they kind of go up, up her temple. The eye on the top of the forehead is still that light blue, almost milky, that resembles some form of blindness. And the entire time, she'll look up at you for a moment and then look back down and then look back up at you, Alex, and look back down. And then when her eyes land on Gabriel, they linger for maybe 1 or 2 seconds longer than the two of you. And then she'll kind of look back down. Hello. Well, welcome. There are only 3 of you tonight.
Yes, one of our members was held up at work.
That is, okay. That is fine. I am here to bring you, to meet with the lady. It is good to see you all again.
It's good
Yes.
to see you too.
You look very nice.
Thank you. So do you. I like the I like the shirt. It's nice.
Well, I did bring something for you, but perhaps I can give it to you when we arrive.
Yeah. I have my gift for you, too.
Kind of just nods at that and gives her a little smile.
She'll look up at him and just give him a very small smile back, before her face falling to that neutral expression, and she'll look to the gentleman who is driving, clap her hands twice, and he'll take off. This won't take long. I know that the lady had requested to speak with you in private, Gabriel, and then I believe that while that is going on, the lesson will begin, and then we can all join the bishop for the rest after.
Yes, that sounds perfect.
And the car ride is the same. They take you through the same tunnels, the same passageways, until you inevitably arrive at the lounge. The difference is this building seems to be closed. There don't seem to be any participants as you go up the elevator. The rooms are barren and empty. There's a little bit of light music that plays in the building until you get up to the 14th floor, where there seem to be just a couple of people around. Same
Storyteller.
Yes.
Before we move further forward,
would there be a chance while we're like in the elevator for me to try and do the alchemy on all three of us?
Yeah.
Okay. Assuming
Um,
Gabriel is okay with it. Obviously.
Yeah.
Weapons are collected at the door.
Yeah, that's fine.
Makes sense.
Fuck. But it does work. So Gabriel has been added to the fun little web.
Cool. You've been added to the group chat.
You've been added to the group chat.
You eventually make your way up to the 14th floor, where there are a lot more people who are dressed kind of nicer. It seems like a lot of it is like that, like business casual. Some nice suit jackets, khakis. Women wearing more casual, like pants with like a nice top. It's nothing nearly what it usually is. And Calliope turns to the three of you and just says, I'm going to let the lady know that you're here. Just give me one moment. And she is going to take off, allowing you three a minute to kind of speak amongst yourselves.
Well, I don't really know what's going to happen tonight here. But if any of you need any help, then just call out.
Just be on your guard.
Yes.
You don't know what's going to happen.
And just make sure that you try not to agree to anything too life-changing. We're all trying to just stay as neutral as possible for right now, right?
Yes. Well, before I make any big life-changing choices, there is someone I usually give a heads up to before making those choices anyway.
Right.
Abby just kind of nods.
And Calliope comes back out and says, Gabriel, the lady wishes to have a moment with you. She says that she has some news that she would like to share.
Oh, yes, of course. I also have something for the lady. He kind of turns to his coterie members. I will see you two in a little bit.
All right.
Good luck.
Calliope very slowly offers you an arm.
He'll kind of look down at it. Yes, of course. And he'll kind of stumble a little bit, but then kind of take it and look a little nervous.
It's okay. I heard that it's good news.
Oh, well. Let's hope so.
Before you talk with her, and she reaches into her small bag, and she hands you a small box, wrapped up with even a little bow.
Oh, yes, of course. I also have this for you, although I didn't wrap it, and there is no bow.
It's okay. My some future packmate of mine said that it would be cute to do this. She's a Toreador, very flamboyant.
Just to check, this is like while they're walking away, right?
Yeah.
Ivy just looks over at Alexander. Those two are... something.
It's kind of like a train wreck. But a cute one? Is that a
Yeah,
best
that's
description?
not inaccurate.
I think Gabriel's kind of just hands over his box with the 3 pairs of triple lens glasses, and he'll kind of take her gift. Should I open it now?
If you want. If you want.
Well, you can open yours now if you want as well, and he just begins to rip into the wrapping paper.
Mhm. And yeah, it's a small box, and as you go to open it, inside is actually a small. It's a couple of small things. The first is a beautifully done replica of the hospital that Gabriel works in. Every little detail, down to a couple of cracks, that are like on like the bottom floor windows, is done to perfection. And then there is a small brooch inside, and that brooch has a black gem with silver kind of wrapped around it, kind of sprawled out like it's like a spider's web. On there are a couple of little like skulls that are like intricately placed. And then inside is a gift card to the movie theater.
He will kind of stop moving as he opens this and sees what's inside. And as he's looking at the hospital, he kind of just freezes and goes over all of its detail, and then kind of looks up at her and then back at the hospital. This is... it's more than I ever thought it would be.
When you and I last saw each other in person, and we talked, I did a little bit of research, studied the building. It kind of got some weird looks. Not many people are used to seeing this, and she kind of gestures to her face. But I did what I had to do to give this to you. This is for you. The brooch, it was something I found at a small trinket shop and just added the little skulls because your Kata thought it would be fitting.
Yes, very much is. I am rather embarrassed about my own gift now. It pales in comparison to this.
She opens up.
Forgive me.
You got me a gift. You thought of me. That's enough. It doesn't matter what it is. And she'll open it up. And you actually see her crack a small smile. And she'll take one of the pairs out and put them on. And she kind of chuckles. I love these. Thank you.
There are very little things in my life that I truly care about. But what you have given me... And he just kind of looks, in a way, kind of defeated, but in a good way. And he looks up at her with just kindness in his eyes and says, "Thank you. Thank you very, very much." And it looks like there is a moment where he looks like he's going to go maybe for a peck on the cheek for like getting a gift like this. But then, you know, that cowardness a little bit hits him and he kind of stops himself. And instead he kind of just looks at her.
Would you maybe want?
Yes.
No, I think the lady is expecting.
Yes.
And she's going to go to reach for the door, and she's going to turn back. This might sound weird, and you don't have to say yes. Can I give you a hug?
A hug would be perfect.
And she walks up to you. And she kind of awkwardly wraps one arm around you and then almost naturally wraps the other one around you.
And Gabriel will kind of wrap his arms around her, and as he does, he's given hugs before, you know, ever since he was turned to other people every now and then, but it wasn't a real true hug. And you can always tell if it's a true hug from Gabriel if, and which he does here, Gabriel closes his eyes and kind of just allows himself to be vulnerable.
And that hug lasts for a moment before she slowly, and it kind of like lingers as she pulls away, and looks up with a smile. Thank you for thank you for that. I love the glasses. I really do. And hopefully they'll help me. But if not, I'm gonna wear them anyway.
He smiles at that. Oh. And he'll kind of just, it looks like he's just getting all types of shy right now, and he'll kind of just nod and hide his big smile he has in his face right now, and kind of just, walks on towards where he was leading her. I mean, she was leading him.
And she'll open the door. And when you walk in, is the lady alone?
She is. Well, no, probably some of her entourage are there, sitting around getting ready, chatting amongst themselves. But I think when she sees Gabriel come in, she'll kind of snap her fingers and to get their attention and kind of gesture them towards the door. Go entertain our guests. This is a private conversation.
And they all scatter. Calliope, and this is the first time that the lady has seen her kind of dressed up the way that she is too. But Calliope kind of looks at Gabriel and offers him a smile before giving you a polite bow.
I'll kind of nod to her, and there's a little approving smile on her face, but she doesn't say anything because she doesn't want to make Calliope uncomfortable.
And she will exit the room and close the door and leave the two of you to conversation.
Dr. Monroe.
Yes, lady. I brought you this to replace the one I broke, and kind of shows her the glass crystal swan.
She will smile at that, and take it. That's very thoughtful of you. Thank you. Whoever taught you manners did an impeccable job.
My mother.
She did you justice then. And I will take it, and he can watch me walk back behind that big kind of ornate writing desk, and I very carefully take it out of the box and put it up onto one of the shelves where it's prominently displayed. Yeah. I think that'll be its new home for now. What do you think?
I am flattered that you would put it somewhere so visible.
Well, of course. Now, how have you been? Things going well?
No, not quite well. The Camarilla have been, they've been letting their presence be known to myself and my group.
And how did that go?
We broke one of their laws, and now they say we owe them a boon.
And which law did you break?
Well, we...
Aside from existing.
Yes. We attacked someone, a kindred. We didn't kill them or anything. We just... I got the wrong idea, and it led to violence.
She kind of walks back around to the front of her desk and leans against it slightly, and you see her take out one of those cigarettes, tuck it into the holder and light it. How did you... I'm sorry. I feel like I'm missing context. How did you get the wrong idea and it resulted in you attacking a member of the Camarilla?
I thought they were going to attack my friends. It was... I don't know how much I should say without the others here, but I thought this person was going to harm myself and the others, so I attacked them, and then they attacked us. Then we kind of stopped for a moment, and then we attacked some more, and it left them in I believe torpor. But we didn't kill them or anything. Oh, they are missing now, though. I'm sorry for babbling.
Don't be sorry. I still don't. You thought he was going to attack your friends?
Yes, it was very confusing. He was naked, she was naked, and we were all in the bedroom together.
Well,
It was his bedroom, but again, I don't know if I can say more without the others here. I hope you don't mind.
whatever you're comfortable with, dear, though, do you frequently allow them to dictate what you can and cannot do?
Well, I try and be a part of a group, a team. That's all. And it was a team decision and a team wronging, I suppose. So I don't really know what to do. But I know that the Camarilla is now has their eyes on us, and well, that scares me.
See. When? Is there anything I can do to help?
Well, do you have the power to... I can't speak for the others, but protect someone from the Camarilla?
Kind of takes a deep breath. To some degree. A lot of it depends on where you go, and what you get yourself into. I can't be with you every moment. And if you wander into their territory or too close to it, I may not be able to stop it. But as long as you're in my territory, they wouldn't dare. Not without risking all-out war.
I see.
There would be... I would require a level of honesty and openness, though. It's hard to protect you from things I don't know about.
Right. Well, I would be lying to you if I said that if I had to choose a side, the Sabbat weren't my first choice. Or was my first choice, I say. You've been kind and truthful from what I've seen. And he kind of looks back behind him where she just left. Your people seem to be quite nice. But I hear that you have... Yes?
We are family. We're good to our own. And to those who show themselves to be allies. But I do have something for you. all of that aside, you asked me to do something the last time we met, and I reached out to some contacts, and it bore fruit.
It did.
It did, yes. You wanted to know where your sire was. Yes?
Oh, yes.
Well, I didn't find him personally, but I got it from a very reliable source.
And, where is he?
My understanding is that he is in the caring hands of his own clan. Before I give you more information, and I will give it all to you, I'd like to know if you would do something very simple for me.
Yes, of course.
The next time you talk to Calliope, ask her if she'd like to go to a movie with you.
Gabriel kind of gets a smile on his face as you said that.
I've never seen her wear a dress before, so she clearly likes you. And as I said, we are family. I care about her happiness.
Well, I find myself quite fond of her as well.
Good. Well, as for your sire, my understanding is that roughly a week after he embraced you, he was chased out of the city by the Camarilla and was gone for some time. But he recently came back, and his own clan found him, and because he effectively turned his back on them, he's being punished for it.
ST,
Yes.
correct me if I'm wrong here, but didn't Mario tell me, am I guessing that Mario has been lying to me about not knowing where my sire has been then?
You aren't sure if he is lying? Because you aren't quite sure if your sire is a part of his part of the family. Yeah. Bloodlines still exist, and you know that specific members of specific bloodlines are a little bit more willing to help each other out before family's family. But some cousins are closer than others.
Okay.
But it's a little bit hard to tell if Mario is lying. Not without making an active check.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a location or somewhere I could start?
I know exactly where he is. I can tell you that he's incredibly weak compared to the last time you saw him. He could not sire a child right now if he wanted to. It would probably kill him to try. I also understand that, well, according to who I spoke to, if he went missing, no one would miss him.
No, I can't see anyone missing him.
She takes a piece of paper from a notepad on her desk, and brings it over and hands it to you. They're going to have him for at least the next 5 months. My understanding is every time one of his fangs regrows, they remove it.
I see.
They've had him for a month, give or take.
This is more than what I was hoping for, my lady.
Just lady, not my lady.
Of course.
I do appreciate the deference, but it's not necessary.
There is someone that I owe a lot to. Someone that, without their help, I would not be here today.
Oh?
After my sire abandoned me, another from the Hakata took me in, saved me, gave me a home, a job, and I owe them my life. I plan on talking with them about you and the Sabbat, and if they give their blessing, then I would be very interested in perhaps joining.
She kind of gives a little nod. How much has this savior of yours told you about how the Hikata do things and how they handle people they feel have abandoned them?
Nothing, really.
Your sire is being punished because they feel he ran away from them, abandoned his responsibilities. I would be very careful about who within their ranks you talk to.
Kind of looks more serious now.
I only tell you because I don't want you to get hurt. I have always told you that joining us is a choice, and it is a choice. If anyone under my ranks tries to force you into anything, you tell me and I'll deal with them personally. Perhaps spending time as a divan would teach them a lesson.
You've given me some things to think about. I hope you don't mind if I ask for a little more time.
Of course, as I said, it is always your choice.
Thank you. Again, lady.
As for the Camarilla, if I'm going to protect you, I need to know exactly what happened.
Would you mind if the others were here for that conversation?
Not at all.
Gives her a smile.
she'll kind of reach over and touch a little panel that is barely visible on the desk, and it's a little intercom that buzzes. Let's say Comey's earbud. Comey, could you send in Dr. Monroe's companions?
And you get back a of course, my lady.
Thank you. Looks like she's about to like tell him not to say "my lady," and then just shakes her head. She's just like, I can only correct people so many times in one night before it gets frustrating.
You probably can tell that he's doing this just to out of like a
yeah, he's teasing me. I get
he's
it.
teasing you, yeah.
Old friends.
Yep. A gentleman makes his way up to you, Ivy, and Alex. And this man is beautiful. He has dark skin, braids that fall past his chest. Done, half of his braids are up in kind of like a loose knot, and the ones that are flowing down have different intricate beads, and they're placed very like they have purpose for their placement. He wears a dark green jacket, a pair of black pants, and he has a few different necklaces on. One in the shape of a fin, one that looks like a couple of teeth. And he smiles and he says, the lady would like to speak with you now. And he offers you to a smile. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.